You need to be on the next one. You all need to be on the next one. Okay. So let me explain this to you guys again. I'm going to put a picture in the chat so you can visually see it, because I know some of us are visual and we need to see it. But what Carla explained is that your brain and your mind are two different things. Okay? So she said, this is what we want to be connected to, which is God, your creator, the source, the universe, whatever you want to call it, whatever your belief is, it's God, right? So God puts things, ideas, thoughts into your mind. Your brain is a separate thing. Your brain is just an organ, just like your heart, just like your lungs. It's an organ, okay? Thoughts run through your brain all the time. We attach the meaning to the thought. However, that meaning is not true. We have 65,000 thoughts a day, and about 85 of them are habitual. They're coming from past experiences that we've had in our life. So they're actually negative unless you retrain your brain. And every time you have a thought and you repeatedly have that thought, it actually makes a pathway in your brain. And the more you have that thought, the deeper that thought gets embedded into your brain and makes a pathway. So what she was explaining was your thoughts become your reality. They become your experience. And I forgot to add, it's the same things with your feelings, okay? Your feelings are just a thing. And your brain is actually designed to keep you safe, okay? To keep you safe, out of harm. So if you're having issues with like not stepping outside of your comfort zone or like wanting to do it, but you don't really do it, you're getting stuck right here, okay? So the way to avoid that and to actually make what our God-given connection is, our gifts, our purpose, your reality, how to interrupt the repetitive thoughts, is you need to connect yourself to God every single day, first thing in the morning, before you talk to anybody, before you pick up your phone, before you look at anything on Facebook, before you open the newspaper, before anything. The most important thing in your day for your business and for your sanity is your connection to God. So she said, all things are possible with God. And she said, if you feel scared or if you feel anxious, it's because you're trying to do it by yourself. You're not trying to include God. You think you have to do it by yourself, but you actually don't have to. So she said she's actually changed her own statements when she talks about things in the business. And instead of saying I, she now says we. So we want to do that. Yes, it does take a minute for you to like adjust that in your mind to start speaking in we statements. But that's what you need to do. You need to listen and then go and take action. And she said, listen, go take action. Listen, go take action. Listen, go take action. It doesn't look pretty when you first start doing it. And it doesn't seem like it's the right answer either. But Denise was saying it when she went Black Diamond. She was saying, I'd take a step, I'd start crying, and I'd feel like I was going to get nowhere. And then I'd take the next step, and I'd start crying, and I felt like I was going to go nowhere. And I'd have a thought that I knew was a God-given thought, and it didn't make sense, and I'd take the next step. And that's how she got to Black Diamond, you guys. She didn't do it because she was like, I'm going, and nothing wrong went on the way there. Lots of things went wrong on the way there, but she took that knowing and then she took a step. So that's why she kept saying, and then you go, and then and then you go, and that's how she wrote this entire book, you guys. This book right here was a challenge for her. It was a big challenge. She had a lot of obstacles making this book come out. And one of her biggest fears that she shared with us was that it was going to get a negative review. And she kept thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. Guess what happened? The first week it was released, she got a 1-star review. She created that herself. So that's really, really important to keep in mind. And the prayer that Carla had us say to get rid of those fears forever is really powerful too. I will put that in the chat along with the notes of these 2 pages that I just talked to you guys about. And then she also had us do a meditation. The meditation was really, really good. It's a life purpose meditation. So if you are asking yourself, like, I don't know what my gift is, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't have any clarity on the direction I want to go, you need to do that life purpose meditation. Okay? And it's really important. If you follow Denise on YouTube, look up Life Purpose Meditation. She did a podcast about it on the Dreamcast. It's episode number 98. Okay, write this down. And do that meditation. I think it's like 10, 15 minutes. Right, Taina? I did it when we were there, and I did it this morning, and I saw different things. Both
Oh,
times.
yeah, I think it was like 15 minutes, and I need to do it too because I was telling Melissa I think it's going to be different. Not different, but I think you'll find like a new meaning to maybe what you didn't understand the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Like my meditation it made me feel kind of weird when I did it on the cruise, because I was like, wait, like I was even explaining it to Carla and Denise because they asked us. I was like, I just don't know what that means. Like my thing in my box was changing colors. It was getting big and small, and it kind of confused me while I was in my meditation to where I was like, what the heck is going on, you know? So, but Carla explained to me how like the change of colors, what it means, what the colors I was getting. And so it's really cool to do it. So definitely want to like do it every other day just to keep getting a new answer, kind of figure out what it is. And it's really cool because if you guys really are confused about it, we can ask Denise and Carla. We have that ability to ask them, hey, somebody on my team saw this. What could it mean? You know, Carla's really good at that.
Yes, we attach the meaning to it. The only person that's going to make sense to is you.
Yeah.
So don't ask me, what does this mean?
And then you want to write it down too after every
Yes.
time. Write down what you've seen, what you felt. It's on Denise's podcast, so you guys can all go do it tonight when you're alone. She'll walk you through the whole thing. And then just after you're done, write down the color of everything, what you felt, what it looked like, everything, detail.
Write down the details after you go through the meditation because you'll probably forget. Once you're outside of that meditative state, if you like go off and do something, you're probably not going to remember all the details. Unless you meditate regularly, then you probably will remember. But if you're not a person that wakes up and remembers your dreams right away, then you need to write it down as soon as you come out of that meditative state. The symbolism in the meditation, everything means something. So write it down, like Taina was saying. And then I was going to add to that, if you don't know what your gift is and you don't know what your purpose is in life, you're going to get stuck. And you're going to get in this thought pattern of a hamster wheel that you're not going to be able to figure out how to get yourself out of. So if you're there, you really need this meditation because it's going to give you a lot of clarity afterwards. And you're not going to get stuck again because you know where you're going and you know why you're doing it. So why would you get stuck? So if that's you right now, I highly recommend that you do this. Okay? So take some time tonight, do it before bed, write it down. Find a quiet place. Don't do it when you're going to get interrupted. Don't do it when you're driving your car. Do it in a quiet place by yourself with no interruptions. That's very important. Okay? Because if you don't do that, your mind is not going to let go of what's going on during the day or what you have to do or whatever. You need to be in complete meditative state. So what else was I going to say that Amy and Mary? I'm going to stop the recording.